So today we achieve the abstraction. Which are that one? That is the interface. Okay. So yesterday we saw the abstract class. Inside the abstract class, we can able to write abstract method as well as the non-abstract method also, right? So inside the abstract class, we will write only the we can write abstract method as well as the non-abstract method as well, right? But inside the abstract class, we have an abstract method which don't have any body. Right? If we want to provide the body, we have to extend that class into the another class, and then we have to provide the body. Right? Today we will see the interface. What is meant by interface? So interface is similar to the abstract class, but having all the methods of the abstract type. Okay. Inside the interface, all the methods which are present inside the interface, all the methods are only abstract method. It will not allow the non-abstract method. It will only allow the abstract method. Okay. So how abstract method we can write? Simply we have to write public abstract with the help of abstract. If you declare that, if you are not giving anybody, that is only called as the abstract method. Inside the interface, we will only write the abstract method. We will not write the non-abstract method here. And another thing is that interface are the blueprint of the class, and class is the blueprint of the object. Okay? Interface is the blueprint of the class, and class is a blueprint of the object. It will tell to class what class have to do, but it will not tell how to do. It will tell you while we will do the program. No, that time I will tell you what is it means. Okay, so it will tell to class what has to do, but it will not tell how to do. Okay, how this means, what it means, I will tell you while we will do the practically. Okay, after that we cannot create an instance of the interface, because all the methods which are present inside the interface, that are all are the abstract method only. An abstract method don't have any body also. Suppose if we are able to create the object of the interface, and with the help of object we can able to call the method also. So if I call the method, that is the abstract method, so can it will be print anything? Because it don't have any body, so what it will be print, right? So in my point of view, it will miss, it will not have, that is the reason we cannot able to create the object of the interface as well as the abstract method also, abstract class also. Okay, what is the use of the interface? First one is to achieve abstraction. Another one, it support multiple inheritance. After that, it is used to achieve loose coupling. So before that we saw the tight coupling. Now it is the loose coupling. What is meant by tight coupling? Okay, if you make any changes into the parent class, it will reflect into the child class. But inside here, what we are achieving here, that is the loose coupling. If you make any changes into the parent class, that will not reflect into the child class. That is only meaning of our loose coupling. Okay, so this is the interface. Now we will see the practical. Here, if you want to create the interface, how we will create that? Simply we have to write here interface keyword. Okay, simple, we have to write interface keyword. After that, same like a class. If you want to create a class, how we will create? Simply we write class and class name. Same like this one, interface. If you want to create an interface, you need to write interface and interface name. Any name you can give. Suppose I am giving here demo. Okay, what is the name of my interface now? That is the demo. This is the demo. And inside the interface, all the methods are the abstract type, right? So how? Public and the abstract. All the methods which are present inside the interface, that all the methods are the public and the abstract. Suppose if I create a method here, void m1. So which type of method is this? That is the abstract method. If you are not writing that also, so compiler will add there. That is the before that it will add here public and the abstract. Abstract. Abstract here. Okay. If you are not writing also, that is also okay. Okay, and if you are writing also, that is also okay. All the methods which are present inside the interface, that all are the public abstract. Okay, all the methods which are present inside the interface, that all the methods are the public and the abstract. All the variables means the fields. Fields means the variable, right? All the fields which are present inside the interface, that all are the public, static, and the final. If we use final keyword with the field, so what will happen? We cannot change the value of that variable. All the variables which are present inside the interface, that all are the public, static, and the final. If you are writing any variable here, suppose int a I am writing. Before that, what it will be at? That is the public, static, and the final. It will be giving error. Why? Because we have to initialize them. Okay, any variable if you are adding here, that will be public, static, and the final. If you are writing also, that is also okay. If you are not writing also here, so JVM will add automatically here. Okay, internally it will be a same like a method. All the methods which are present inside the interface all are the public and the abstract. And this method have any body? No. If you want to provide the body of this, what we need to do? We have to implement, we have to inherit this interface into the class. Now, see, if we have a class here, and if you want to inherit class into the class, what keyword we will use? Extend. If we want to inherit interface into the class, so what we need to do? We have to use here implements keyword, and we have to use simple. And here, what we need to do, I will remove this variable. And here, what we need to do, whatever method is present inside the interface. Okay, whatever method. If we have a number of methods here, now we have only one method. Sometimes we have a number of methods here. So what we need to do, we have to override that all the methods here into the child class. Suppose this is the interface. We can say that this is our parent interface and this is our child class. This is our parent interface and this is our child class. This is the parent and child. So whatever method present inside the parent interface, all the method we have to inherit or we have to implement into our child class. So here, which is our child class? That is the test. Which method is present here into the demo? That is the public abstract void and m1. So we have to implement that method here. How we will implement? Simple, we have to write public void. We have to ignore the abstract. Okay? We have to write m1 and we have to simple provide a body. See, that error will also gone. Okay, that error is gone. If I remove this method, that error will come. See, if I remove this one, that error will come. If you click on that, why this error is coming? See what it is. Add unimplemented method. Okay, if you click on that, that method will be override here. Override, we can say that, or we can say that implement. Okay, so here this method is overridden. Now, if you want to write anything, you can write it here. System.out.println, and here you can able to write anything. Hello, I'm writing. Okay, if you want to print this one, how will you print that? Simply will create main method. Inside that, if you want to call this method, how will you call? Can we able to create an object of the interface? No. So what we need to do? We have to create an object of the test. So simply I will come here and I will create an object. Test obj equals to new test. Okay, done. After that, with the help of object, we need to call that method. So what is the name of our method? M1. Okay, if I run this one, so what will be the output we will get? Nothing. Hello is printing on the console. Okay, I have to write nothing here. Then we will get nothing. Okay. See, so what is the meaning of the abstraction? Hiding implementation and just showing the essential services or the important services to the user. That is only known as the abstraction. So here is another way to achieve the abstraction, that is with the help of interface. And inside the interface, what we are doing? Simply we are not showing here the implementation. We are just showing here the important services to the user. There we are implementing this thing into the child class. Implementation we wrote here, and all the essential services we are written here. So that is the only meaning of our interface. Another thing is that they have did some modification in 8th version. So what modification they did? We can able to write default concrete method into the interface. So how simple, we have to come here and we have to write here default then void m2. Can we able to write default concrete method here? Yes, we can able to write it here. After 8th version, they did some modification. We can able to write the default concrete method inside the interface. After that, another modification they did static concrete method, but that must be a public. The static concrete method also we can able to write it here. So how to write that? Write that simple, we have to write public static and void empty. So we can able to write public static methods. Okay, public static concrete method also inside our interface, right? After the 9th versions also they did some modification. Private method also we can able to write it here. So how? Simply you will remove this thing and you will write it here. So we can able to write three types of concrete method inside the interface. Which type of method? Default concrete method, then public static concrete method here, and another one is the private method. Okay, so they did the modification after the 8th version of the Java and the 9th version of the Java. If you are using the JDK 8 version, no, you cannot able to write private method into the our interface because they did this modification in 9th version. I am using the JDK 11, that's why I am able to write it all things because I am in 11th version. Okay, so this is the interface. And what is meant by interface? Interface is the blueprint. Interface is the same like a abstract class, but inside the interface all the methods are the abstract type only. Here we have a three uses. First one, it is used to achieve the abstraction. So with the help of interface we achieve successfully the abstraction. Another use is that is the multiple inheritance. What is meant by multiple inheritance? Come here into the inheritance. So this is our multiple inheritance. Two parent, one child. That is called as the multiple inheritance. So we did with the help of inheritance, but we cannot able to do that because don't have to we cannot able to do that, right? Because we can't able to like C then extend class A comma B, we cannot able to do that, right? So simply we can do this with the help of interface now. So what we will do it here, to make it C class, class A and class B will make it these both classes as a interface. Okay, we'll make this both classes as a interface, that is interface A, interface B, and we'll make it one class, that is the class C only. So how we'll make it? Simple, will come here and I will make it the one class which is our January. So I will remove this class because it will say like already classes created. Okay, simply I will right click on that, new C class I will create it here. Okay, C class I have created. How much class we want for the multiple inheritance? 3. Any class means any number of class you can create, but now we are creating with the help of 3. This diagram we are creating by the programmatically. So 3 classes we want, class A, class B and class C. So before that we have created with the help of inheritance, but we cannot able to do that because class A and class B we cannot extend at the same time. So what we will do, we will make it class A as a interface A and class B as a interface B. So simple, we will come here, and how we will create an interface? Interface and then interface name. So I will create here A. Okay, and after that simple another thing we will create, that is the interface B. Okay, we have a interface and one class. And what is the multiple inheritance? Two parent and one child. Means class C have to extend class A and same class C have to extend class B as well. So simple, we will come here to write any method here. Inside the interface all the methods are the abstract only, right? All the methods are the abstract. So I will write here void m1 and here I will write void m2. Okay, so these two methods I have created here. Now use multiple inheritance here. I will create another method here also. Void m3. Here I will create a body. Here I will write C. Okay, so here we cannot able to write that because inside the interface we can able to write only abstract method. So which type of method is this? Now here public and the abstract. No, if you are not writing also, so what compiler will do? Compiler will add here public abstract internally, right? If you are not writing also, so compiler will add internally this thing. If you are writing also, that is also okay. If you are not write also, the compiler will add automatically this thing. Okay. Here public void abstract we can have. No. Yes, you can able to write like that. Public abstract. Abstract also it will be added. Yes. Okay, and all the methods, another thing is that all the methods if you are creating here, all will be public. Okay, all the methods you will create here, no, that all the methods will be considered as a public here into the interface. But if you create all the methods into the normal class, that will be default. Okay, so here public here it is showing. Now what we will do, simple, we will try to achieve the multiple inheritance. So how we will achieve that? We have to extend A into the class C, as well as we have to extend B into the class C. We have interface now. If you want to inherit A into the class C, what we need to do? Extends or implement? Interface into the class means simple, we have to use implements keyword. What we need to do, first one is the A. Now we have inherited this interface A into the class C. It is giving error. Why? We have to override this method. How much method are present inside the A class? One method. So we will override that method. You don't have to follow this shortcut. Okay. After that, another thing, A we have extend. Now B also. So how we will extend that? Comma B. If you write like that, it will give you another error because we have to implement this M2 method also. So overwrite M1 method as well as the M2 method. Simple, I will write here system.out, and here I will write A. Okay? And here I will write system.out, and here I will write B. Okay, so three methods we have: M3, M1, and the M2. So simple, we will create a method, main method here. Can we able to create an object of the interface? No. So what we will do? Simple, we will create an object of the base class. Sorry. New C. Okay. New C we have to write here, and after that, what we need to do? We have to assign into the variable. Just press L1, assign into the variable. C dot first one is the M1. Can we able to call this one? No? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. With the help of C, can we able to call M2 method? Yes. With the help of C, can we able to call M3 method? Can we able to call the M1 method? No. Why? Why we cannot able to call? M2 method we can able to call, right? M3 method why we cannot able to call? M2 M1 method we cannot able to call. See here. See here. We have a class C, and we are inheriting class A also, class B also. Whatever things present inside the class A, we are implementing here. That is the M1 method. Whatever things present inside the class B, that is the M2 method, we have implemented here. That is the M2 method. And M3 is present here only. So inside the C class, how much methods are present now? Three methods. That is M1, M2, and M3. If we create an object of this C class, so can we able to call three methods? Yes, right? Yes, we can able to create all. No? If I run this one, so A, B, and C will be printed on the console. So how? So what we achieve here is the multiple inheritance. Parent class, two parent class having one child class, that is only known as the multiple inheritance. So here see, which are the parent classes here? Here we have two parent interfaces. Which are that? That is A as well as the B. And which is the child class here? C. C is the child class. This is the multiple inheritance. Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt into the interface or the any? But yes, bro. Yes. Interface C. Why we are writing interface? To achieve the abstraction. With the help of abstraction interface, we will achieve the abstraction. What we are doing, we are not writing implementation here. Okay, we just showing the important services to the user. But where we are writing implementation into our child class, we are writing. So this will not visible. Only this will visible for the user. That's why we are writing interface. This means this class will not visible. If we use the interface, no, so this will not visible. Only this will be visible. That is the important services we will show to the user, and all the implementation we will hide. That is only known as the abstraction. Okay, bro. This class will not visible, so main method will also not visible. Okay. 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 So anyone have any doubt here inside this interface? Anyone have any doubt? So what we saw, that is the interface. Right? Inside the interface, what is meant by interface? It is a blueprint of the class. All the methods which are present inside the interface, all are the abstract text. Okay. Can we able to create an object of the interface? It is used to achieve the abstraction. Can we able to create an object of the interface? No, right? We cannot able to create an object of the interface. What is the use of the interface? First one, to achieve the abstraction. Another one, multiple inheritance, and another one is the achieve loose coupling. So whatever changes we will make into the parent class, it will not reflect into the child class. That is only meaning of the loose coupling. After that, all the methods which are present inside the interface, that all are the public and the abstract type, and all the fields which are present inside the interface, that all are the public, static, and the final. In the 8th version, Java people did some modification, so we can able to write default conflict method into the interface. we can able to write static concrete method into the interface. After the ninth version also they did one modification. We can able to write private method into our interface. Okay, so this is the all about our interface. Anyone have any doubt? Anyone any doubt? And with the help of interface, how much we will achieve the abstraction? 100%. With the help of interface, we will achieve 100% of the abstraction. Right. Now we will see the another pillar. That is the last pillar of hooks. That is the encapsulation. What is meant by encapsulation? Encapsulation is wrapping data and the code acting on the data together as a single unit. You saw the capsule, right? Did you saw the capsule? Yes, you saw the capsule. No. So inside the capsule, all the medicine, many types of medicines will be encapsulated into the one single capsule, right? That is only known as the encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation means wrapping data, the code acting on the data together as a single unit. Okay, so what we will do? We will wrap, we will bind variables and the method together as a single unit. That is only known as the encapsulation. And the advantage of the encapsulation we are using, that is for the data hiding. If anybody will ask you why we are using the encapsulation for the data hiding, or you can say that for the data security we are using the encapsulation. Okay, it provides you the control over the data. Okay? What it will do, it will provide you the control over the data. I will tell you how it will be do. I forget this thing. No? One point I will tell you later. This forget I will specify what class must do. It will not means it will not tell how to do. See here we did the multi-level multiple program multiple inheritance. No, here see it is telling to class we have to override the M1 method, but it will not tell how to override the one M1 method. Right? If you override this A interface into the class C. What it will do? It will tell to class like you have to override your M1 method, but how you have to override the M1 method, it will not tell to the class. So that is the meaning of our this point. That is, it specify what class must to do and not how. Okay, and interface are the blueprint of the class. Simple. The same like that here. It provides you the control over the data. Here, what we will do, we will make it the fields, we will declare the fields, and we will declare that field, all the fields as a private. So simply we will take the program here. So I will come here and into the child. So here is our child class. I will remove this thing. Suppose I have a class with the name public class text. And this is the class. Inside the class, suppose we have one variable. Okay? Inside the class, suppose we have variables like int. Suppose we have a account number, or the suppose employee ID we have 1 2. Okay, suppose we have one variable here, that is the employee ID 1 and 2. Suppose if I extend this class somewhere, can we able to access this variable? We'll try to create, no? So class demo. Okay, here, and if I create this variable, okay, and if I create simple main method here, if I want to access this one, how we will access that? Not by accident, simply I want to access that. We create an object, and with the help of object can we able to access that one? Yes or no? Demo dot employee id if I write here, can we able to access that? Yes or no? No. See if I print it here, yes or no? No. System dot out I will write, and demo dot employee id I will write. So can we able to access this one here? Yes. If I run this one, so what will be the output we will get? 12. Suppose now I want to change that employee ID. How we will change this from this class demo dot employee ID equals to 20 if I write. So now what is the value of that demo ID? System dot out we will write here, and demo dot employee ID. Now here what value we will get? Here demo, it will go into the demo, and where it will see employee ID. Where is the employee ID? Here is the employee ID. And what is the employee ID here? 12, right? 12. After that, here it will become demo dot employee ID. Which value we have initialized now? 20. At 20 we have initialized. So what is the value of this employee ID now? 20. So what it will print? Is it 12 and 20? Suppose we make one class. Suppose we are building the application for the bank, and there we have all the credentials and all the things are there only. Okay, suppose we have created one application for our company only, and we have all the employee ID and all the things are there only in this class only. So if you want, if anybody will access this class, and they can access our variable also, right? If anybody will access our class, they can easily access our variable, and they can easily change our variable values also. See here, from employee ID 12 I change to the 20. Sometimes we don't want that no class will be change our employee ID, or no class will be change the value of the variable. For that simple we will use the encapsulation. With the help of encapsulation, nobody will can able to change the value of this variable. Okay. Final keywords we can use with the same class now. So with the help of final keyword we are using for the constant. So we cannot change that variable. Suppose see here, if I write here final. Inside the same class also, if I want to change the value, can be able to change that. Can be able to change that here. If I write like that, that is the main method. Suppose if I write here, suppose see here. If we have a here final keyword, I use with the final keyword. Now if I write like that, employee ID equals to 20. So can we able to change this one? No, right? Suppose if I want to change this value of this variable, so what we need to do? If I want to change this value, and I don't want any class will change this value. So what we'll do? Simple, we will use the variable, that is the private keyword here. Okay. So for that, simply we'll use the encapsulation. To achieve the encapsulation, we have the two rules. Declare the variable of the class as a private, provide public setter and the getter method to modify and view all the values. So what is meant by setter and the getter method? Setter method means to set the values, and getter method means to get the values. Okay. What is meant by setter method? To set the values, and getter method means get the value. Suppose if you are using this variables here, if you want to modify this value now from the another class, so can we able to modify this? No, right? We cannot able to modify. See, it is giving the error here. So for that, what we will do, the data security, we will create a method. That is the setter method as well as the getter method we will create. Okay. After that, if from that method only we can state the values and we will get the values. I will show you the practical. I will remove this thing, and what I am doing is simply what which is the first step, declare variable of class as a private. So here I have created variable and I make it as a private. So suppose if you have a three variable, two variable, so if you want to achieve the encapsulation, what we need to do? Declare variable as a private. These are the two steps to achieve the encapsulation. First one is to make all the fields as a private, and another one provide public getter and the getter method. Simply I have created one variable here, and I have to make it that I want to achieve the encapsulation. That's why I make it this variable as a private here. Now I want to set the values and get the values also. So for that, what we will do? Simply we will write here public setter and the getter method. So public. So if you want to use the setter method, so what is meant by setter? Setter method is used to set the values. I will come here public void, and I will write here set employee ID. You can give any name to this method. Okay. So I use here set employee ID. And how to set the values from this to this? Simple. I will write here employee int employee ID. Okay. So here I have created one parameter. So now another thing is that suppose I want to initialize this value into this one. So how we will set that? I want to set this value from this value. How we will set that? Which type of variable is this? This is the local variable, right? So if I want to set this value into this one, how we will set that? Can you write like that? Employee ID equals to employee ID. Are you able to write like that? Yes. This keyword, right? I'm telling you, this keyword, I want to set this value from this to this. I'm giving you the hint also, you are not recognizing this dot employee. Okay. Now whatever value is coming from here, that will come into the instance variable, that will be set into the instance variable. Now this is the setter method. If you want to set the values, simple, we have to use the setter method. If you want to get the values, which method we will use? Getter method. So for that we have to return the values. So which value is this? Which value is this? That is integer type of value. I will write here integer type. Okay, and get employee ID. And here I wrote integer. So what we need to do in return type, I wrote int. What we need to do? Return integer value. So return integer value. Integer value we have is the employee ID. Can we able to return that? Yes. So we can able to return that as well. So here we have successfully achieved now the encapsulation. How? So first we make all the fields as a private. See, we have one field here also here, so that's why I make this field as a private. After that I have provided setter method and the getter method. Setter method is used to set the value of this variable, right? We are setting the value of this variable now, and getter method is used to get the value of the variable. Suppose we have 12 here, we are not assigning any value. Now we will see we can able to achieve that or not. Simply we will come here into our main method now, and here what we will do, we will simply call that method. Okay, we will simply call this method. So first method we have to call is, there is the first we need to create the object of that class. Which class object we have to create? Demo. So I will write here new demo, right, like that. Okay, with the help of demo, first we need to set the values, means which method we have to use. Set employee id. So demo dot set employee id, and here we have to pass one integer value, right? In employee id, so I will pass one integer employee id from here. So that value will come here, and from that value it will assign to this employee id, and this value will assign to this employee id. Now what will be what is the value of this employee id here? See, from here 10 will be go. What is the value of this employee id? 10. This 10 will be assigned to this employee id, and this is refers to the instance variable. Means what is the value of this employee id now? 10. This type we can set the values of the variable with the help of setter method. Now we have to get the values. So for that, which value, which method we have? Getter method. That is the get employee. It is returning one value. Which value it is returning? Employee. So what we will do? Simple we will write into the system.out, and here we will write demo dot get employee. Right. What it will do? Simple, it will come here demo dot employee. Where is demo dot employee? It is demo dot employee. It is returning some value. Which value it is returning? Employee ID. What is the value of this employee ID? 10. So it will come here. It will print 10 on the console. Now if I run this one, 10 is printing on the console. Okay. So this is mean by, this is the meaning of our encapsulation. Encapsulation means binding data and the methods together as a single unit. Here inside the class we have data and we have methods, and we are binding into the single class. That is only known as our encapsulation. And why we are using the encapsulation? Hide the data. Hide the data, simply we are using the hide the data, simple we are using the encapsulation. Now anybody will say that like from here we can also able to change that, right? Now also we can able to change the value of this employee id, right? But what we will do, simple at the project level, what they are doing is they will put some condition like if that password, if that way username is correct, that time only they it is able to set the value of this variable. We are using this condition there. Okay, so the encapsulation is used only for the data security. Okay, and how we will achieve the encapsulation? We have to follow two steps only. We have to make all the fields as a private, and after that we have to provide setter method as well as the getter method. What is meant by setter method? To set the value of the variable. And what is meant by getter method? To get the value of the variable. That is only meaning of our encapsulation. What you need to do is simply you have to create, I have created one variable, you have to create multiple variable and try to get that. For every variable you have to create setter method as well as the getter method. So if I have one method here, I have created for one variable, that is set employee id, get employee id. Suppose you have one another variable here, suppose integer password we have, you have. So what you need to do? First you need to make it as a private. That is the first step. After that, you have to provide getter method as well as the getter method for this variable. Okay, you have to provide getter method as well as the getter method for this method, for this password. So how we will do that? Public void set password. Right? And getter method, how we will use that? Public void public int get password. Shortcut also you can use, but you have to use by manually for now. Will not use, I knows that. Okay, this is the thing for the today, that is the encapsulation. And today we have completed all the OOPS concept, That is the first one is the classes and object we saw. After that, what we saw? Inheritance we saw. After that, polymorphism we saw. Then abstraction we saw. And after that, encapsulation we saw. Okay. So these are the all the six pillars of this. Oops, we have completed. Anyone have any doubt inside any oops concept? Anyone have any doubt? To know these pillars means you can easily understand another oops language also. Python interface is coming into the abstraction. No, interface used to achieve the abstraction. Interface will come into the abstraction. Okay. If you know another oops language like Python is also oops language. There also you will see this concept that is classes, object inheritance, abstraction and all. If you learn this oops concept now only, no, means in better way you can able to understand any oops language easily. Okay. So anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt? So today's